What is the deal with low iron and how do we go about fixing it? So this video we are going to specifically talk about ferritin because there are a bunch of different ways that we can measure iron in the body, and everybody keeps asking about ferritin, so that's what we're going with here. Now, if your goal is to get very high ferritin, then I want to let you know that that is not a sign that iron is functioning properly, and that is a sign that the body is not functioning with iron the way that we want it to. So don't aim for really high iron. On the flip side of that, low ferritin can be a sign that it is also not functioning properly. It can mean that we need more B12. It can mean that we need more buses in order to move the iron, which is called ceruloplasmin. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch my second pinned video. And it can also mean a sign that we need more bioavailable copper. We need more copper in the body in order to move iron. When we're looking at ferritin, we only have about 10%. So less than 10% of our iron in our body is held in ferritin, ideally. So when we're measuring ferritin and wanting it to be really, really high, it's kind of like if you were to lose your phone and you went looking in different rooms for it, and you're looking in your bedroom for it and you can't find it, but then you go to the kitchen and it's actually in the kitchen. Well, you left it in the kitchen. That was where it was meant to be. When we go looking for ferritin in a different room, we're not looking in the right place where iron is meant to be, and so that's part of the misconception. The reason that ferritin is looked at is because of Jacobs and colleagues. In 1972, they published an article in the British Journal of Medicine, and through that has now reshaped how we are looking at ferritin, and that has become like, you know, the gold standard of looking at ferritin, where we think that we want these really high levels when really that's simply not the case. The way that I think of how we look at iron right now and ferritin is how we are going to be looking about the saturated fats. When Ansel Keys came and he said that we don't want any more saturated fats, it's really bad for you. And then 70 years later, everybody started to be like, wow, I guess that actually wasn't what was best for us. And I think that's going to be the same thing with ferritin, where we're looking at having these really high numbers. We're only about 50 years in, so we have another 20 years to go where there is this obsession around really high ferritin. Now, if you're like, but Sam, I have fibroids, I have low hemoglobin, I have really heavy menstrual flow, I just have low ferritin, so I need to take an iron supplement. Your iron does not move in your body with more iron. That's not how it moves. We need bioavailable copper, which means that we need copper that is attached to a protein called ceruloplasmin, which is the bus that moves iron. We need vitamin A in the form of retinol, and we need copper. Those things can be difficult to get because it is depleted in our soil, like copper, and that is an issue if we are looking to move iron or to get balance in our body, because the minerals are just simply not in the food supply like they used to be. I have some courses that are just about to launch, and if you are interested in learning more about iron's movement, about how this process works and how to improve your health, then comment below, let me know, and I will get you set up so that you can check it out and see if it's the right fit for you.